Hello and welcome to Clever Woodworks. As we're only as good as the equipment that we're using, it's a good idea for every couple of months to do a little bit of maintenance on that. For me, it consists of blowing out the garage and doing a bit of maintenance on the table saw and router. Stick with me and I'll show you how I do it. If you're going to use a blower on your vacuum like I'm about to do, your dust mask is going to be a key piece of equipment as it's going to keep all that junk out of your lungs. Now it's time to do the table saw. I'm going to unscrew it and get it outside, turn it upside down and blow that all out as well. Okay, so now that everything's blown out, just going to simply go around these cogs with a toothbrush and get out all the material that couldn't. Alright, so now that we have everything flipped over, the gears are cleaned off, I want to make sure that the bevel swings all the way, no obstructions, and that the fence locking mechanism has no obstructions as well. Alright, for the last bit, we're going to use some silicone spray. Very good stuff. If you live in a cold weather region, I'd highly suggest on using it on the sills of your car doors, so that way in winter it doesn't freeze up. And just move it slowly down, give it a squirt every now and again to get everything nice coat. And for the fence mechanism cog, I'm just going to do as I did before, take a toothbrush and move it through. If there's any areas that have dirt or grime on the top of the table saw, just use a coarse brush. Okay, I just put the blade in some hot soapy water. I'm going to let it sit there for half an hour or so. Okay, while the blade's soaking, I'm just going to take some ordinary beeswax and coat the surface of the table saw. As well, I'm going to do the side of the fence. Okay, so it's been over half an hour now, and I'm just going to take a brush and go around the blade. And I'm looking to get rid of any resin, much like what we found on the top of the table saw. Now for the router table, we're going to take everything apart and give it a good clean. Okay, as far as the readings for the router table go, I'm just going to take a wire brush, and in right there you'll see a bunch of caked in wood dust, and just go back and forth until it's all removed. Give everything a wipe off. Make sure you have a nice smooth surface. As to the router, just take the toothbrush that we're using on the cogs before on the table saw and look for any caked up wood dust to break that up. Make sure to go around the thread here to get rid of anything that's going to cause a disturbance. Before I put this up in the router table again, I'm going to spray it with silicone spray just as I did the table saw. Make sure that it gets a good coating. Okay, everything's back in place. Everything's nice and flush on this panel to the table. If not, then take an Allen wrench and adjust it to accordingly. But just like the table saw, we're going to take some beeswax and cover the top. And we'll do the table fence as well. Take a look at your fence. Make sure that it's nice and smooth on the bottom. Right there, I got a bit of a lip. I want to file that down. Now that everything's been cleaned and looped up, I'm going to let it sit for a day and dry out. I hope you found this information useful and could carry it on in your shop. If you like what you see, please share it and subscribe it. Thank you so much.